Daniel, why do you think UK estate agents still seem to be in the 20th century with their attitude and mindset?
Because the model isn't broken, okay? Because the model kind of still works. We're sitting here today, transactions are happening, people are putting the house on the market, offers are being made, people are exchanging and completing. What I think the situation is, it's clinging on. The model's clinging on to how it was. It's clinging on to, people have joined and become agencies and they're being told the same marketing techniques as they were 10 years ago.
It's the same thing. Brand awareness, talk about what you sold, tell people how wonderful you are.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares after, you're as good as your last conversation. You're not even as good as your last sale. No one's interested. It's what can you do for me? They're interested in them. It's their house.
Too right. All right, with pie charts, obviously they work, don't they?
No. I've never been into any data at all about it, because guess what? You can have one guy comes left to centre off the high street and sells a house that's been listed with 3 or 4 agents for 9 months. He's been on it a month, and because he's done a bit of hard work, he's created a bit of luck, and he's sold it. And perhaps the difference that we're seeing with agents now is agents, and not all, there's a hell of a lot of good agents out there. Some agents are terrified to tell vendors the truth. Okay, they can't. They can't. They're the ones that can't door knock. Okay, they're the ones that can't look you in the eye and say, you're never going to get 750k. Okay, they're the ones.
It's because they're more interested in the listing and not necessarily the sale, hence why 6 in 10 houses sell with a second agent.
And don't you love that stat? Because by that point, when you go in as a second agent, this is one of the old school things that you are told. What's the first thing you're told? Get the price down. Don't come back unless you've got the price down. Don't walk back in.
But that's bad for customers, isn't it?
But they've been ill-advised of the price perhaps at the beginning. It's no good just using comparable evidence, okay? You need to measure someone's property out. You need to give them an idea of price, and then you need to tell them what you're going to do and how you're going to market it. It's no good just taking a property to market. That's loading it up on Rightmove and waiting. And that's what a lot of vendors see. That's 50% of the job, and that's why agents charge a 50% reduced 1% fee. You have to create a market to sell the property through, okay? And that's different. And that may be by an Instagram story that gets a load of likes, and you profile the people that are liking it.
You guys at Nest, especially in America, are very famous for creating almost, not property videos, but taking it even further and doing property shows. Do you think estate agents should create videos on their houses and walkthroughs and things like that? 100%.
It's people buy lifestyle. So we've gone from having the agent doing the walkthrough now to having people that would perhaps buy that house. So we get some actors in doing the walkthrough, maybe to music and just some points. So the mum and dad putting up on the drive, partner and partner putting up.
So if it's someone who's going to be in their 40s and 50s buying it, get a 40 to 50-year-old to do it as opposed to a 25-year-old.
Is that profile the buyer? Okay, like we said before, houses don't sell, they get bought. So to create a marketplace, you need to...
Are there actors out there?
Yeah, you can get people that will do it and they will come around. Some of the times you can use agents. If you're a smaller operation, you've got to profile the buyers that are going to be buying that house. Okay, and as an agent, it's your job to understand, to look at that. We're not, we don't sell it, we market it.
So, and are these actors talking?
I wouldn't have them necessarily talking. I would have a voiceover can work, can come in.
Fascinating, never thought of that.
Yeah.
You've blown my mind. So get actors in, walking and talking. What, even with, if they're supposed to be families, get some kids in?
We did one, so one of our superstar brokers, Sean Elliott, sold the most expensive house in LA last year. He's famous for having open parties with Snoop Dogg and Chris Martin performing for free. And that's American craziness. Okay, but it's coming over. He did one recently, and there was some kids running up, very typical American, running up the driveway, grabbing mum and dad as they come home, and you can have that in any scenario.
And would that work in Britain?
Yes, it does. And I'll tell you why, because people see themselves there. Okay, and if they see themselves as that type of person, that's there, and you're showing them, they're more likely to be interested in asking questions.
So the agent turning up in the Lambo, which everyone seems to be doing at the moment, nothing wrong with that, you would rather act
I
as
don't.
a-
Yeah, I don't like that. We wouldn't have the agent turning up in a. We'd have the homeowner if it was an expensive property,
or an actor. You won't
or
get
an actor, yeah, turning up in it. So only to then again what I said. It's about creating the market. Okay, not taking a property to market. It's too long-winded. Doesn't work. It's not laser-driven. You're waiting to get lucky. That's why you can only charge 1%. Okay, if you turn around and go, right, we're going to profile. What does it look like? What does the person look like?
It actually sounds like you're actually being proactive and actually sitting down and creating a marketing package for that actual property, as opposed to whack it on Rightmove and take a few photos.
I get fed up with people taking photos, doing a floor plan, and saying things like, "We're going to send a drone up." I'm like, oh, you really? Where's the buyer, and how are you going to get to the buyer first?
Well, the drones look good. It goes up. It does like a zoom backwards and forwards and goes up down again.
So let me tell you something. One of the ones we did recently.
I'm taking the piss.
No, but one of the ones we did recently where we sold something, we knew that there was only so many buyers that would be interested in this property. We targeted the buyers that we thought would buy it. So we did that initially, Instagram story, had like 1,000 likes. We profiled everyone that liked it, and we found 3 people out of that 1,000 that could buy it and would be interested in. There was a guy and girl involved that were married. The girl was having a baby. So we sent their marketing material back to their Instagram, but now the house had a nursery in it instead of a 3rd bedroom. So now we're targeting it back, and now we're hitting their Instagram. SEO's over. Forget SEO. People want stuff straight to their phone now, instantly, right?
It sounds like hard work.
Being an agent isn't easy. You know, it is hard work. That's what creates luck. That's what creates sales. That's
And this
why.
really would work in downtown, I don't know, the Cotswolds or...
This is working in our office in Manchester at the moment.
Wow.
So, you know, and Manchester's flying. You know, Spencer, a great agent of ours up there, he's joined us.
Do you get the vendors to pay for this?
No, we cover it. We will cover it. And we cover it for the self-employed agents that are working with us. They don't, you know, we don't.
Well, that's going to cost a couple of grand, isn't it?
It does. You have to pay to play. You have to. It's not Google's job because you've got a website to send you traffic. You've got to, and you explain it to the vendor. This is what we're going to do. Okay.
Do you actually get listings, people attracted to you saying, I love that shit, I want it myself?
In terms of what they've seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So actually, by putting a bit of bread on the water and selling the house there, you'll attract other agents to it, other vendors.
Chris, I'm selling your house. It's £3 million. And I say, Chris, I'm going to spend 3.5k getting a video done that is completely sledgehammer to crack a nut for this house. I'm in bed with you to get this house across the line. I want to deliver you an exit. But you've got to listen to me. You've got to understand that, see me as an agent, but I'm really an advisor. I'm not going to blow smoke up your arse. I'm not going to tell you where. I'm going to tell you the maximum we can achieve for it in the shortest period of time. And if you're there, let's go to work. If you're not, go find another agent that's going to tell you what you want to hear and phone me in 6 months when you haven't sold, but then it's 4%. And it's having the, shall we say, grit to deliver that message. We believe in something strongly, you know, the power of no, for want of putting it a better way. If something isn't working and it's wrong, walk away. If you pick your phone up and see someone's number and your heart sinks, your day's over. Okay? Don't procrastinate. You know, we tell everyone that works with us, read this book, Eat That Frog. You know, if the worst thing you've got to do all day is eat a frog, don't stare at it all day. It won't get better looking. Yeah. Eat it in the morning. Same with vendors. If you talk the truth to people that are listing, you may walk away, and people are shocked when you do walk away, but the listings you get will turn into fees because you're on the same page. You're in it together, and you deliver them the exit that they need.
Thank you for your time today, Daniel.
No problem.